surprise stimulus for families with children under 13. Families with kids under 13 could get a surprise stimulus payment of $8,000 in the form of a tax credit for child care expenses. The new adjustments to the Child and Dependent Care Credit for 2021 mean that working American families who hit certain requirements will pocket thousands in extra stimulus funds. It covers child care costs up to $8,000, as well as costs for looking after a spouse or parent who cannot care for themselves. This increases to $16,000 in expenses for families with 2 or more dependents. These child care expenses include everything from daycare to after-school programs, to nannies to day camp, and more. Previously, the maximum amount you could claim for multiple children before was $6,000 emergency rental assistance. On August 3 days after the prior one expired, the CDC issued an eviction moratorium banning the practice for another 60 days. More than 15 million people are currently behind on rental payments, a recent study found, and collectively owe more than $20 billion to landlords. On Friday, the White House urged state and local governments to distribute $46.5 billion in emergency rental assistance funds approved by Congress to those in need in their areas. Change.org petition. More than 2.7 million people have signed a petition that was created by restaurant owner Stephanie Bonin. She wants lawmakers to introduce checks worth up to $2,000 for adults and $1,000 for kids. More than 180,000 people have signed another petition calling for checks worth up to $2,000. And stimulus petitions that were created during the Trump presidency have reached 75,000 and 60,000 signatures. Other senators supporting more checks. Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, and Cory Booker are among politicians calling for recurring payments, Newsweek reports. They think the $1,400 check isn't sufficient to help cash-strapped families. In a letter, they said, "These payments help keep families out of poverty, but they also act as an economic stimulus by increasing spending and supporting jobs. Now is the time for boldness." And calls for extra cash remain persistent from some sections of the American public. U.S. Treasury statement on child tax credit delays. The U.S. Treasury issued a statement amid the confusion after angered recipients aired their grievances on social media. Due to a technical issue expected to be resolved by the September payments, a small percentage of recipients, less than 15%, who received payments by direct deposit in July will be mailed paper checks for the August payment, the department said. It's currently unclear what error caused the issue, with the department declining to elaborate further. It's thought to have affected around 4 million people. Those getting their money by check this month may need to brace themselves for a delay in payment. The IRS said Friday afternoon, be sure to allow extra time for delivery by mail through the end of August. Food stamps to increase in October. Food stamps are to get a permanent boost from October, giving 42 million struggling Americans more cash to buy groceries. The food stamps, officially known as the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, SNAP, will rise by more than 25%. It means the average monthly per-person benefit will rise from $121 to $157, a boost of $36, the Department of Agriculture has confirmed to AP News. The increase, part of a review of the Thrifty Food Plan, will come into effect after a temporary COVID hike of $27 a month ends on September 30. Do you qualify for food stamps? Eligibility criteria varies by states, but it's generally limited to people with gross incomes up to 130% of the federal poverty line. This currently starts at $12,880 for a single-person household and increases depending on the family size. For example, the poverty threshold for a 4-person household is $26,500. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more news and updates. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.